Hello, YouTube. This is episode 21 of the road to Cocodona, where I go over my training and daily running activities and cross training, preparing for Cocodona 250, which is May 5th and starts in Black Canyon City, Arizona, and goes to Flagstaff, Arizona. I've got 125 hours to finish it, so basically like 4 or 5 days. But training's going pretty well. Ended up with about 12 miles yesterday, and didn't do any skiing or cycling. And today, this is probably going to be my only workout. Slow down for a bit. Planning to do about 10K right now, which is 6 miles. Weather's a little bit cold, that's why I'm wearing several layers. Big contrast to what I was wearing yesterday when it was very hot. But that's the weather in Texas right now. It's in the 40s in the morning, and then I'll get in the 80s in the afternoon. So it'll be very hot later. You can see the sun coming out. But right now it's a little bit cold. But like I said, I'm doing a run right now, hike, a little bit of everything. Just trying to get warmed up some. I'm on the trails again. Later today, I'm driving with my son to Corpus, which is about 3 hours away. We're going deep sea fishing in the ocean tomorrow. It's a 9-hour trip in the ocean. So tomorrow will be kind of a rest day. I'm not going to do anything workout-wise. Give my body a rest. And then I plan to go for a really long run. Who knows, 20, 30 miles on Sunday. And that'll give me some pretty good mileage for the week. I keep increasing every week. And I'm on plan to do that this week. I'm not sure what I'll do. I may run around Lake Georgetown, which is about 27 miles. It's the trails around Lake Georgetown. So if you're new to my channel, I'm in Austin, Texas, actually the suburb in the north called Georgetown. Hey Viral, thanks for joining, man. How's it going? Where are you joining from? I'm out on a run, just kind of taking it easy, trying to get warmed up. I'm on the trails. Hey, thanks for joining. Hope y'all are doing good. I'm about to sleep, huh? You must be in India, I guess. Or yeah, it's morning here. It's 9 in the morning. Yeah, it's night in India, yeah. Hey, Gavin the Beast, thanks for joining, man. Your name look, I was guessing it from India. Thanks for joining, man. Hey, thanks, Joseph, man. Thanks for joining, man. Why am I running? A couple of reasons. It's my hobby. I've been running for 30 years, but the name of the series is Road to Cocodona. Road to Cocodona. Cocodona is a 250-mile race. It's actually 256 now in Arizona in May. But you have 125 hours to finish it. So you can hike and jog, but still have to build up my durability and walk a little bit. What's my age? 58. So, but I feel young. Hey man, thanks for joining. Look like someone joined from the Eastern Europe. I only know a few words in Russian. maybe you're not Russian, but that area I know because the script of your language. Hey, spasiba means thank you. I learned that word. I started to learn it a while back. Any tips for your future? You know what? I do. Every day is a new day. I listened to the podcast on the Lex Friedman with Prime Minister Modi yesterday. It was a 3-hour podcast. I learned so much about India. And he gave a lot of advice for young people, and I thought it was very good. But he said, there are no shortcuts in life. If you take a shortcut, you will get cut. I think that's a slogan in India. If I was 31, usually I'm at work. I took off work today because I'm going fishing later with my son. If I was 31, I'd still be running. I've been running since, 22 years old. I was in boxing before, but I was not good at boxing. And everyone in boxing runs. So I like the running part. So you're 17. Hey man, study hard in school. I don't have to tell you guys. I know in India y'all study very hard. I think Asia, all the countries in Asia study very hard. As I lived in China for 10 years, working there, I was managing factories, and so I know that everyone in Asia works very hard in school. Anyways, I listened to that interview with Prime Minister Modi yesterday. It was very impressive. I highly recommend everyone listen to it, even Indians, because he talked about his background and about fasting. I didn't realize there were so many kinds of fasting. I mean, I do fasting, but I just don't eat until 12 o'clock. It helps me lose weight. Looks in a relationship? I don't know. I think it does. I think first impression, I think if somebody doesn't dress well, doesn't take care of their weight, looks sloppy, I think it gives a bad impression. So I think looks does matter. Yeah, maybe it was. That's true. I think, the government issues were definitely scripted. But when he was talking about his hometown and fasting, different kinds of fasting he does, and some things about way of life, maybe it sounded pretty believable, like it was personal. But he talked about how he goes on these 9-day fasts. So I thought that was very interesting. I didn't know people could go that long without food. But it was interesting to me anyways. So what kind of hobbies, when you're 17 years old, what do you do? I know chess is very big in India. And one kid from India won the chess tournament recently. He was on Joe Rogan. No, he wasn't on Joe Rogan. The Russian guy was on Joe Rogan, but he talked about the kid from India. So, but I think it's important to have some hobby. It doesn't have to be a sport, but something you care about. The wind is very strong right now. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I think all government leaders do that, some. But what I thought was interesting, he was talking about his hometown. It's supposed to be I think in Gujarat or something, some small town. Anyways, it's got a long history of people going there and studying stuff. So, playing cricket, yeah. In my neighborhood, there's a lot of Indian people that live here, and they play cricket in the park. But it's the one sport I don't understand the rules. I want to study it someday. But it looks, somebody tried to explain it to me, but it looks a lot like baseball. But I think it's interesting how you have to carry the bat when you run. My kids are big in online gaming. My son likes the Fortnite, and my daughter likes the Roblox. And fishing. My son likes fishing. That's what we're doing tomorrow. And picking up the pace. I'm running on the roads now. My neighborhood has roads and trails. But I've been averaging about 10 miles a day. Actually 12 miles a day, which I think is about 15 to 20K. Oh yeah, I should do that. It looks like fun. I mean, it's really a big community they play every night. I see them playing. You know, Austin, where I live, is very big in computer chip manufacturing, software. So we have a lot of people that come here to work from India. It's a high-tech area. So I need to learn the rules of cricket. Like you said, it doesn't look too complicated, but it's a very interesting game. The weather's good here. Sun's coming out, it's much stronger, but still nice and cool because we've got a strong wind today. I need to decide on a hydration vest soon for my big race. Yeah, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. I usually do live videos most every day. I like chatting with everybody, especially my friends around the world. But the focus these last few months and next month is on this race to Cocodona. I also do some gear reviews and shoe reviews as well, but really focusing on my live videos. I'm gonna walk a little bit. Foot's a little bit sore. Also, I like to visit sometime. I haven't had a chance. I have lived in China for 10 years before, and I did a lot of business in Thailand, Vietnam, but I've never been to India. Hey, thanks. Hey, have a good evening. I appreciate you chatting with me. Talk to you soon, my friend. These vertical lives are nice because you can just do them on your phone. YouTube is promoting them a lot. I was in a training class with them. They selected me to help them. And they're trying to promote the vertical lives because I was doing a lot of horizontal lives, which are like long form video. I was doing assembly of machines and some sports stuff. But vertical lives, you can do on your phone. They're trying to compete with TikTok and Instagram, I guess. But mainly they're trying to compete against TikTok. They're nice. The only disadvantage of vertical live is when the sun is bright, it can be difficult to see the chat on the screen. Especially for me, because I'm getting older, you know. Young people, maybe it's not so hard. But On the computer, when you're doing horizontal lie, it's very easy because the chat is very big. But I've gotten used to it. I found that if I use sunglasses, it's really hard when I'm out running. That's why I'm not wearing sunglasses. You can see the trail here, doing some climbing. These are my neighborhood trails. So, yeah, I feel young, but I'm getting older. I appreciate it. I do think age is just a number, but it does take a little more work. It does take a little bit more work after training. Recovery, I mean. Well, I've gotten pretty good at it. I do, about 15K per day, but I'm not sore the next day. I think it's because I eat a lot of protein, and mostly eat protein. I try to keep the carbs lower. I use a lot of carbohydrates in races, but during training I don't, because the protein, I try to do 2 grams per pound of body weight. I think most people do around 0.5 or 1. So I'm doing more than double the protein. I think this is really important for recovery. And also, when you do that, when you do get in the race, you can use a lot of carbohydrates. They actually have a stronger effect because your body's not used to it. It's the same thing about like caffeine. I do drink a lot of coffee though. I need a lot of caffeine in races. And it doesn't affect me as much as others because I drink so much every day. It's the same thing I was talking about with the carbs. But I feel good. I feel optimistic about the race coming up next month. It'll be my longest race. I say race, but I'm gonna take it easy. I just want to finish. Finishing is a big accomplishment. So Cocodona is 256 miles. The longest I've ever run was about 115. So that'll be quite a challenge. But on the 100-mile races, you don't have much time. You only have 30 hours. In this race, you have 125 hours for 256. So that's much more doable. So I just have to work on the durability. I will take some short sleep breaks, maybe on the trail. They do have some sleep centers you can stop at, but I'll have to see how it goes. The timing, those things is pretty tricky. But I'll probably just take short naps on the trail. Because you sleep 15-20 minutes on a trail or somewhere, you feel completely new again when you're trail running. It's amazing. Only 15 minutes and you feel completely rejuvenated. Your eyes are not tired anymore. So that's my plan. Back on the roads again. Yeah, my neighborhood is roads and trails. And today I'm using road shoes, Hoka Mach 6s. I've been using those the last few days. They're very comfortable. And they work well on my trails because my trails are just pebble rocks. So there's no real technical section. So on the trails of my neighborhood, I don't really need to wear trail shoes. I do sometimes, but don't need to. But I really like the Hoka Mach 6s. In regards to trail shoes, I'm still using Ultra Olympus 5. I don't like the 6. And using Hoka Speed Goat 6 and La Sportiva Prodigo. I haven't really decided what my go-to shoe is going to be for Cocodona yet. I might use a couple different shoes. I don't usually change my shoes in an event, but I think I will in Cocodona just to keep my feet clean. Because I usually don't change socks in long events either. But I think I will because there's one reason my feet are gonna get wet. It's highly recommended you change your socks after that river crossing. Because I mean, feet get wet, the socks I wear, they dry out pretty fast. But what happens is, even if you wear gaiters, when you're crossing a river, the sand and silt and small rocks from the river will get in your shoe. The gaiters are protection of the shoe, but it cannot keep water out. So this really small particles in the river will get in your shoe. So that's why on big river crossings, I mean, it's only knee-high water, but the sand and rocks and dirt will get in your shoe. You may not notice it, but after a while, it will grind a blister on your feet. So it's better to change your socks. Yeah. That's my plan. Still trying to plan my drop bags. You have some required gear. The first 30 miles of the race is very hot, so you have to carry 6 liters of water because it's long distance between the aid stations. And the challenge with that is 6 liters of water is very heavy. Usually runners in trail races carry 2 liters of water. So it's 3 times the weight. Plus you're carrying other safety gear. So I have to plan that for the first part of the race. And then around mile 70, you actually do some climbing, and it'll be evening and it'll get cold. Some parts of the race can get down below freezing. So that's the thing about the Arizona desert. So you have big swing in temperature. Good morning. So you have to be prepared. A few people out on the trail today. Most people going to work. I'm not working today. Like I said earlier in the video, if you just joined, I'm doing this run now. I'm gonna try to do about 10K, which is 6 miles. And then around lunchtime, I'm driving to the south coast, Corpus Christi, which is about 3 hours from Austin, 3.5 hours, depending on how many times you stop. Then my son and I are staying in a hotel, and then we're going deep sea fishing tomorrow. So we'll be 9 hours on a boat. I think it's about 1 hour to get out to the fishing area, and then we'll fish like 7 hours and then 1 hour back. So it's an all-day thing. It should be fun. The weather looks like it's gonna be pretty good. It's not gonna be too hot, but it's not gonna be too cool. Kind of in the 70s, I think. Well, it's a big boat. It should be interesting. Be a lot of people fishing. The nice thing about deep sea fishing is they provide all the bait and all the gear and everything, the rod. So they help you out a lot. It's not like lake fishing where you have to do everything yourself. So they're kind of experts. They know where to go to find a fish. And they provide you with the correct bait and all that. So it's user friendly. Starting to warm up some. I can show you my trail here. Feel pretty good. Kind of doing a nice jog at the moment. About 12-minute pace. Not too slow, not too fast. But if you join the live stream, let me know where you're joining from, what you're up to. I'm not working today. Going fishing later. But I should have a pretty good week. I think I'm gonna hit about 70 miles this week. It depends on I'm not running tomorrow, but it depends on my long run on Sunday. I'm gonna try to do at least 30 miles. We'll see how it goes. Also depends on the weather. I think the weather this weekend, also Sunday, should be good. Coming up on a big pond here. You see, it's very nice. A lot of people fish here. But these ponds in my neighborhood are catch and release, so if you catch a fish, you gotta throw it back. So it's okay for the kids, but I prefer fishing in a lake. So you can keep the fish, and, you can take it home, cook it. That's my preference. It's very nice today. It looks like not too many ducks today. We had a lot of mallard ducks. Some people are doing work down there, cutting stuff, so maybe scared them away. But we have been getting a lot of ducks this time of year. They're usually here for a month or two and they leave. We also get some cranes. We have white cranes and gray cranes. It's a real tall bird. Those are actually protected. I don't see any today. No, I actually see one white crane in the distance. Too far away to see with the phone. You can see over there. All right, thanks everybody joining the live chat today. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do live videos almost every day. But everybody take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.